Hello guys, welcome back to SG Ayurveda. With exams approaching, we are here to bring you the blueprint analysis and the most repeated questions from the last 10 years. Today we are analyzing the Kriya Sharira, and this analysis is divided into three parts: the blueprint analysis and the new pattern, that is post 2021, and the old pattern. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first we are looking into the long answer questions of the paper 1. So the first question will be from either the Vada dosham or Pittam or Kapham, and the second question is from either from the Prakriti or the Ahara or Agni and Ahara Paga, and the third question is either from the homeostasis, the respiratory system or the gastrointestinal system, and the fourth question is from the nervous system or from the endocrine system. And looking into the short answers, the first question is either from the Sharir or basic principles of Ayu or from the Tridosha, and the second question is either from the Vadam or the Pitta or the Kapha, and the third question is from either from the Vriddikshaya or from the Kriya Kala, and the fourth question is either from the Prakriti or the Ahara. And coming to the fifth question is from either from the Agni or the Ahara Paga, and the sixth question is either from the homeostasis or the respiratory system, and the seventh is from the gastrointestinal system, and the eighth question is from the nervous or the endocrine system. So looking into the paper 2 long answer questions, the first question is either from the Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa or the Medas, and the second question is either from the Asti, Majja, Shukra or the Ojas, and the third question is either from the Upadatu, Mala, Indriya or the Manas, and the fourth question is either from the hemopoietic system or immunity or from the CVS. And coming to the short answers, the first question is from the Dhatu or Rasa or Rakta or Mamsa or Medas, and second question is either from the Asti, Majja, Shukra or Ashray Bhava or from the Ojas, and the third question is either from the Upadatu or the Mala, and the fourth question is either from the Indriya, Manas, Atma or the Tvak. And coming to the fifth question, it is either from the hemopoietic system or immunity or CVS. And the sixth question is from the muscle or the adipose tissue. And the seventh question is either from the reproductive system or the senses, sleep and the dream. And the eighth question is definitely from the excretory system. So coming to the most important question, so let's look at what has been most frequent in the paper 1 since 2021. The first is the Prakriti. This is the most time repeated question. Focus on the definition, types and the characteristics of the Deha, Bhautika and Manasa Prakriti, and specifically Kapha and Pitta Prakriti Lakshanas that have been most repeated. And coming to the Tridoshas, Pitta Dosha has appeared as a long answer question 3 times. You must know it: origin, properties, types and signs of increase and decrease, that is Shaya and Vriddhi. For short answer questions, do not skip the location, that is Thana, Guna and Karma and types of Vada, Pitta and Kapha. And coming to the respiratory system, the mechanism of respiration, that is the mostly modern perspective of post 2021, and artificial respiration are high priority topics. And coming to the Avastha Paga, the 3 stages of Avastha Paga are the 3-star topic. You must know the Sthana, Kala and the Parinam of each stage. Don't go to the exam without knowing this. And coming to the Ahara, since 2021, the definition and classification, that is the Vajikarna of Ahara, are the most frequently asked in Ahara Parinamakara Bhava. And coming to the Shat Kriya Kala, while all 6 stages are important, the Sanchaya, Prakopa and Prasara stages are most repeated for the SAQs, often requiring the specific symptoms of the dosas involved. And coming to the homeostasis, focus on the positive and negative feedback mechanisms with examples for long answer questions and short answers question. At last, endocrine system. Focus on the hyper and hyposecretion of the pituitary hormones, especially the growth hormone. And now let's move to the most repeated topics in paper 2. The first topic is the Ojas. This is the most repeated long answer question in paper 2. Prepare its definition, types, functions and Ojo Vikriti, that is Vyapat, Visramsham and Kshaya. And coming to the Tvacha, that is the skin, know the types according to the Shushruta and the functions of skin from both Ayurveda and modern perspectives. And coming to the Dhatus, while any Dhatus can be asked, Majja Dhatu is the frequent XAQ, and Rasa, Rakta, Mamsha and Sukra have all appeared as a long answer questions once. And coming to the hemopoietic system, the functions of blood, that is the RBC, WBC, platelets and plasma proteins are very common. And hemopoiesis, the flowcharts for RBC, WBC and platelets and the erythropoiesis are the frequently asked one. Urine formation, know the 3 steps of urine formation and the Ayurvedic concept of Mutra Nirmiti. And coming to the Mana, its properties, Guna, objectives, that is Vishaya and the functions, that is Karma or essential. A very repeated question is the importance of Mana in the process of knowledge perception, that is the Jnana Grahana Prakriya. And coming to the sleep and dreams, know about the Nitra origin and types and the types of Swapna appear in almost every paper. Also briefly review REM, NREM sleep. And coming to the muscle physiology, the mechanism of muscle contraction is the repeated modern topic. And coming to the Upadadu, learn the Stanya and Artava most importantly. And here I have give you the repeated questions of the old pattern, that is the old syllabus. And the first from the fundamental principle of Kriya Sharira, the important questions are fundamental principle of Ayurveda Kriya Sharir, concept of Agni in detail, Tridosha, that is Nirukti, Sthana, Guna, Karma, Vridikshaya, and the relationship of Ritu Dosha and Rasa Guna, and the Prakrita and Vaikruta Dosha Karma, and the functions of Vada Dosha, types of Pitta Dosha. And coming to the Purusha and Prakriti, the classification of Purusha and the role of Shaddha Dupurusha, the definition of Prakriti and the factors influencing the Deha Prakriti, types of Sattvika Prakriti. Coming to the Agni and Ahara Pachana, mechanism of digestion and digestive enzymes, Avastapaga, Akara Paga Krama, and Ashta Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatana, relationship between the Agni and Pitta, Ahara Parinamakara Bhava. And coming to the Kriya Kala, explain Kriya Kala in detail, Dosha Vaishamyam and relation with Kriya Kala, homeostasis, the mechanism of homeostasis, process that maintain the homeostasis. And coming to the nervous system, functions of central nervous system, action potential, functions of brain parts, physiology of speech, enteric nervous system, functions of spinal cord. And coming to the digestive system, digestion and gastric juice secretion, function of small intestine, digestive tract reflexes. And coming to the respiratory system, Swasa Prakriya according to Ayurveda, and types of hypoxia. And coming to the vitamins and nutrition, hypervitaminosis and hypovitaminosis, and the vitamin B complex function. So these are about the Kriya Sharir blueprint analysis and the most repeated previous year question. So if you find this video useful, share to the needed ones, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want the analysis of any other subject, just put a comment in the comment sections. We will give you the videos. Thank you.